everybody. You have not seen me post in like 2 months, maybe more. That's because we've been busy grinding in the shop, trying to make that money, trying to stay alive. Without further ado, we're gonna catch up to speed. We're gonna give you a new, fresh tour of the shop since you haven't been here in a while. We're gonna talk about Aeromotive. We're gonna talk about some other brands. And without further ado, I'm feeling kind of naked on my wrist here, which leads me to share with you the all-new Zinvo blade. Zinvo actually, as far as I know, I could be wrong, I think they started in Switzerland, but this company has been supporting me since 2016. They've been hooking me up, keeping my wrist looking flossy with some sick watches. It is a beautiful gray, it's like a granite Zinvo blade. Maybe that's what it's called. Either way, sick watch. The one I'm really excited about, it's black and gold. Look at that. Look at my greasy fingers and look at this black and gold. Look at this, black and gold, right here. Black and gold, what's that? Black and gold. Thank you, Zinvo, for making me a custom Zwing Zinvo black and gold watch. I may or may not be telling the truth about whether they made this custom for me or not. It feels like they made it custom for me at least. Next, this car is gonna be competing in Pro-Am round 1 of the 2021 season in like 2 days. We've been spending a lot of time as well not filming because we've been just hustling and bustling, focused on getting this car prepped. So let me show you the Aeromotive stuff. Not only are we building this fuel system with Aeromotive, we're also building it with Nuke Performance from Sweden and Fuel Safe if we get our fuel cell in time. COVID. Aeromotive sent us tons of fittings, a lot of which are already out of the boxes and put on because we got our fuel rails put on already and we started piecing together things. That's why we've got some out of the box, but we got our new Aeromotive fuel regulator that we're gonna throw in the engine bay. We got a new fuel filter. Of course, we've got our E85 rated Dash 8 line. Our beautiful loom wrapped and heat shrunk harness to attach to our Nuke Performance surge tank. Nuke Performance actually provided the fuel rail for our E30, which you can see in the background. And now they sent us this badass surge tank, which is gonna be feeding fuel all the way up to our LS3, which makes a whopping 472 wheel horsepower and hopefully more in the future. So inside our Nuke Performance surge tank, we've got coiled up in here 2 Stealth, I believe 340, LP340 Aeromotive fuel pumps. Nate over there, who's putting some control arms on the E30 right now, helped us put this all together. And we don't have a lot of time in this video to like do a whole lot of instructional stuff. We're gonna try and get through this pretty quickly because I know you gotta watch guys like TJ Hunt and Amelia and like a bunch of other car YouTubers. So we're gonna try and make this like fast and easy for you to watch. So that is the Nuke and Aeromotive stuff. Let's really quickly show you the fuel rails on the E36. We already have installed these last night, got that out of the way. We've got 4 90-degree fittings that are gonna be, we've got 2 that are gonna connect here. This is gonna go all the way back to the fuel cell or our fuel tank, our stock fuel tank. This is gonna go direct to the regulator that we're gonna place right here. Another thing is we're still creating Zwing bars. We've got 2 right here that are shipping out to customers tomorrow. And we're not trying to sell a whole lot right now because our goal is to stack some, have some inventory, because the whole built to order thing, it's a little bit of a slow process building these. So I wanna make sure we have like 10 on the shelf before we start selling anymore. Let's rewind for a second. Back to Nuke. Speaking of things that rhyme with Nuke, Duke Engineering Solutions has provided us some awesome brackets to keep this table a little cleaner. These things either go up here on top, and then you can put this guy right here on bottom, okay? Or if you wanna leave the battery in, stick it up there. Look at that. We got all sorts of room now for like activities and stuff right here. And if you follow me towards the back of the shop, we got some legs hanging out of the bottom of the car. And that is actually because we stole our super angle kit from the E30. We took off the Ultra. We put the super angle kit on the E36 because we took this car to a frame rack recently. We've done a lot of stuff since you've been gone, so I apologize. But we got this car on a frame rack, got a new cross member. We switched the orientation of our top hats. We had some frame damage from 2017 that has not been addressed. So I've been driving this car with like a bent frame, like the passenger strut tower has been pushed in an entire inch. So all the driving we've been doing has been on like this like really ghetto alignment. And now, in fact, tomorrow should probably be the best and closest alignment we've had towards driving on a true chassis in a while. And that's gonna be great timing because in 2 days is Pro-Am. Hopefully, once we get on the track, we'll be comfortable driving it. But before I even show you any more of this stuff back here, Big Duck Club, big thank you to RJ. We got this badass carbon fiber dash. Looks amazing in here. It really cleans this thing up. Yeah, this thing on the inside is looking a lot better than it used to. I don't know if you remember our old track footage. We had this ugly, dusty, dirty dash. Seriously, I'm really thrilled about this carbon fiber dash. Hit up Big Duck Club if you guys want one for an E36. Moving on, check out our new fab area. We used to have this table over in the corner of the shop next to our like storage unit area of our old parts. We are now able to be way more efficient building these Zwing bars. Things are going well. Feeling organized, we're feeling clean, getting a lot done in here. And I guess now we'll shoot over to doing the install of the rest of the Aeromotive fuel system.
You won't go fooling me twice now, baby. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. I'll let you get to me once now, baby, but I'll never let you win again. I told you once, baby, I told you once what I know. I told you once, baby, I told you once what I know. I told you once, baby, I told you once what I know. I told you once, baby, you got to let it go.
My revolution. Oh, we didn't put our anti-seize on there. Nah, you don't really need it. Nothing that's recommended in the manual is ever worth doing because it's just a waste of time. Usually takes extra time away from things you could be doing. You could be at home, like, cooking a nice dinner for yourself. Like, the time it takes for me to get up, walk over, grab me some anti-seize, and customers' cars, we do it all. Anything in the manual, we're getting paid to do it, so obviously we're going to do it. I ain't getting paid to work on my own car. I'm not going to get up and go get some anti-seize for something I know I don't really need. You know, spark plugs, O2 sensors. You know, even those ARP studs sometimes you be screwing in. I don't use the ARP lube that comes in the package. I'm just kidding.
That shit was real messy, actually.
I definitely use that.
That was real messy, actually.
You only need anti-seize if you're taking them out.
Well, anyway, look at all the time I saved. Now I could be playing Fortnite by not going up, getting out from under here to go get me some copper, you know, lube. Hell, I could be using the anti-seize for other things rather than wasting it on this shit. I think we're good to go. What do you think?
That one.
It's always good to have a second opinion. Sometimes I think I torqued something down and I realize I didn't when I got a friend around. What would we do without it? We've got a loose drive shaft bolt. Excuse me? Hello. I thought you were the dad, not the neighborhood cat. Yeah.
Situational.
You won't go fooling me twice now, baby. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. I'll let you get to me once now, baby.
going on?
Fuel rails are all loose. So Isaiah and Nate are going to the garage to grab some hand wrenches. Popped the hood and we saw it leaking in 3 corners. Imagine if we continued on our drive without taking a look. That's alright. Hand wrenches have these like O-rings that you don't really want to crush. So, you know, people are very sensitive when tightening fuel lines with hand wrenches because you don't want to like destroy the rubber rings. Looks good though. Ta-da!
I felt fuel under this.
Yeah, that might be it too. What's all that wet stuff, huh?
Shut up, dude.
I mean, I'm feeling smell that? Fresh fuel. Okay. Alright, so we attempted to take this for a test drive. Realized Isaiah had some learning to do on making some AN lines with the 85. It's a little tricky. It's definitely not an easy thing to do. Okay, so before you go making fun of anybody, AN lines are not that easy. Anyway, we got those fixed. Fuel rails are installed. We also figured out a misfire. We put new O2 sensors on like you saw earlier, and we weren't able to even like hear that the car was misfiring until we put those new O2 sensors on. And then we looked down and we saw sparking because my cylinder 8 back here, always that spark plug wire, after like a week it fails. We've tried so many different combinations of like longer wires, different wires, multiple heat shields, like no matter what, the way the headers are designed, it ends up burning off the spark plug, and I just need to buy like a ceramic spark plug wire. But anyway, we're gonna finish off the night strong. It's about 2 in the morning, so we're gonna roll the car back out again and make sure we don't wake up our neighbors, and we're not going to turn it on until we get to the bottom of the hill because we care about those around us, and God says to take care of your neighbors, right, Dad? What else?
By all means.
What else does he say, Nate?
Go forth and do well.
Thank you guys for watching. We will install the rest of the Aeromotive Nuke Performance Kit later. Right now, we just want to get the fuel rails on. We don't want to mess with the tune. We've got literally T-minus 24 plus hours, barely, to get this thing on track. But anyway, thank you for watching.